7 years ago, I joined the first ballet dance in my life, and it was one of the most popular plays, Cinderella. Looking at the magnificent stage, I felt so excited, dreaming about wearing the fancy costume and enjoying all the applauses. But life is just like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you will get. The role I was designated to was the pumpkin beside the princess, who sat at the very back of the stage. Lingering far away from the center, I felt so diminished. After listening to this, the majority of you might think that I morphed by becoming the main actor after hard work, which will turn my story into a traditional inspirational tale. However, my morphing is totally different. The change is from my mind, something deep inside my heart, and it can be included in one word: love. Good girl cannot weigh more than 50 kilograms. This is the sentence that accompanied me throughout my entire adolescence. Losing weight is the goal that I have pursued for more than 5 years. Nowadays, the aesthetic center of a girl is in. Under this influence, I was always haunted by body anxiety. As people around me repeated to me that being able to manage one's weight is a sign of success, I feel like I was stuck in the judgmental standard of others and forever trapped in that shadow. I tried hard to pander to the perspective by trying to lose my weight. Yet, from 45 kilograms to 55 kilograms. After a myriad of failures, I finally surrendered. I ended up reconciling with myself. So, what made me give up the goal that I stuck with for so long? It was self-love. During the process of losing weight, I have searched for many methods online, and the results are various. Only drinking water for a whole week, doing high-intensity sports, or taking slimming pills that will replace the meals. I have tried many of them, but they only make me feel depressed. I was then on started to ask myself why I need to lose weight for the first place. Was it for my own happiness? No. It was only for the censorious criticism of others. Boys telling me that slimness is the most significant and necessary standard of beauty. Parents telling me that body management is important for all girls. And the salesman telling me that you are too fat to wear S-size dress. But how about myself? What is my perspective? Instead of losing the weight, eating hot pot can provide much more happiness to me. It is true that I feel happier when I become slim, but it was never worth the pain I endured to get there. The happiness was not genuine. From then on, I decided to follow only my voice. I will lose weight for no one. I enjoy the ramen at 11 p.m., enjoy the chips, and enjoy the freedom to eat what I want without calculating the calories. Self-love taught me to accept myself, to accept the imperfection. With this message in mind, I have a second story to share. But before I start, I would like to ask you a question. Is winning the most important thing in sports event? The answer might be, no, the friendship you gain is more important. Or, some battles you win, some battles you lose. You don't need to care about the outcome. But for me, if you asked me 5 years ago, I will tell you without hesitation, yes, winning is absolutely the most important thing. I was a kid who was ferociously competitive. For me, the only thing that defines success was comparison. I gained sense of achievement from exceeding others. 5 years ago, my classmate and I attended a basketball match. A picture was taken after that match. In it, I sat on the ground, surrounded by my classmates, and my frown stood out among their smile. I was in the disappointment of the result of the match. But things changed after a volleyball match last month. Again, I confronted failure. Looking at the scoreboard, I was overwhelmed not by frustration, but by a sense of achievement and excitement. I was proud. Proud to have finished the race, and proud to have enjoyed the process of playing the volleyball. The result no longer mattered. All that mattered was the pursuit of my passion. After that race, I realized that to decide whether or not I have a true passion for something, I just need to think about whether I will give up in the face of failure and setback. My passion tells me that love can make you ignore the result and accept the failures. Winning ceases to be the most important thing anymore. My speech is near the end. Continuing the story of the ballet dance I told at the beginning. After the performance, I walked out from the backstage, worried about my parents' disappointment after seeing me playing a supporting role. But the bouquet of flowers they were holding, the applause they showered me with, and the picture they would took all said otherwise. They were so proud of me. But I was just a supporting role, I said to them. You are the most shining girl in my heart. I was transfixed, staring at the other actor in the hall. They too were all surrounded by their parents, friends, and siblings, surrounded by people who loved them. This was for everyone, for Cinderella and the pumpkin alike. I was struck by this thing. I realized that you don't need to be special to gain the love. You don't need to stand in the center of the spotlight. Those who love you will give you the very light that turns you become the star in their hearts. When I was a kid, my dream was to become an actor. To be clear, a superstar, well-known everywhere. The fans, the fame, the funness. That was my definition of success. I pressured myself too much to pursue that so-called success, aiming to beat others at everything and be the best. But if you think about it, life is no different from a ballet dance, in which some of us stand at the center while others linger by the edge. It is true that a play only has one main character, but those who love you won't care if that's you. Their sights will always follow you everywhere. On the stroke of 12, the pumpkin didn't morph into Cinderella, didn't stand at the center of the stage, but she didn't feel disappointed anymore, because she knew that there will always be a light that only shines on her, called love. Love is eternal. It can be self-love, your passion to something, or love from others. The permanence of love gives me the courage to accept. I morph to accept my weight, accept my failure, accept being the pumpkin that lingers far away from the stage. With love, I can accept everything to happen. Thank you for listening.